this unfinished gravestone at a historic cemetery. Dude, that's interesting. That means they're still around. 1883. God damn, that's early. I wonder when they died. Now I'm curious of when they passed, you know? Hey, thanks to someone who found this lady on Find a Grave, we know that she died in 1960. Her name was Aspasia Prosper Seaman. Hey, wait a minute. That's a crazy ass name. What? I don't even, what? She was married in 1898 to Oscar J. Brown. That's fascinating. So there's where we go, you know, Aspasia P. Brown, the Brown surname. That's fascinating. I burned my camera sensor for this shot. Oh my God, what the hell am I looking at? Is this a laser grid? Am I looking into the, oh geez Louise, what the fuck is this? Is sick. Oh my God, that's so cool. It's like you're, oh, there, yeah, I see the sensor going crazy. Uh-oh. What the fuck am I looking at? This is so cool looking. Holy moly, it's like I'm in another dimension, dude. That was fucking awesome. I want to get more context on that. So it looks like, obviously, there's the laser going around in the circle shape, but then there's also smoke filling the room. So when you get in that center, you're like, you're entering a portal, dude. This is so fucking cool looking. Worth burning the camera sensor, honestly. A worthy cause, because that is so fucking cool. Looks like you're standing inside of the Windows desktop, like the stock background, you know what I mean? Where it's where it's just the Windows logo with light peeking through. It looks like you're standing in that. This is fucking sick. Dude, that's so cool. Bathroom mirror in a cafe in the Netherlands. I'm 6'1". Yeah, they finally found a place where they're taller than you, huh? What does that say on the wall, by the way? I'm curious. You know, reading the thread, there's a lot of dudes who are like 5'8" or in that range of like the 5'7" to 9" range, where they're like, yeah, I've been to the Netherlands. When I went to the urinal, I had to aim upwards while on my tiptoes. It's a very, it's a humbling experience. The thing is, in the Netherlands, people are the tallest in the Netherlands. Have you ever looked at the tallest countries in the world? The Netherlands ranks at #1 with an average height for a man being like 6 feet or 183 centimeters, and the average height for a woman being 5'7" or 170 centimeters. They're tall as hell. Broken down boxes at my work look like they were photoshopped in. Oh my fucking God. Yeah, that's a crazy angle. It does look photoshopped in. It's a remarkable angle, actually. I don't know how it's, oh my God. I'm starting to think they were photoshopped in. It's got some weird reflections going on. You know what I mean? And you know what I think it is? I think it's the walkway, the like corrugated aluminum. I think it's messing with the shadows, you know? New broom core, left side, compared to the old core, right side, after a season of snow at the airport. Oh my goodness. So let me get this right. The new core is on the left and that checks out. I can see why it's been run ragged and now all those yummy microplastics are free for the picking. My brother-in-law got the hood of his car fixed, and this is how they put the logo back on. Oh, they're really, yeah, cheap. You really gotta put some oomph into that P. And you know what? He's lucky, okay? Because he can be right. All I'm saying, okay, is at least it's spelled correctly. Because this dude could have been riding a Peach or a Jeppy. Who knows what would have happened? It could have been absolute bedlam. You don't know. So he's lucky that he got it spelled correctly, all right? That's really, we should be thanking our lucky stars. Cathay Pacific Airways has a beer specially brewed to taste better at high altitude during flights. Oh yeah, the Betsy Pale Ale, handcrafted for 3,500 feet. How is that done? What makes the brewing process different? Having previously worked in this industry, alcohol, I can tell you that the beer is most likely the same as any other beer, and that label has been specifically printed to dupe you into thinking it tastes better at high altitude. Your brain is happy to take their brand and run with it. And that's also something that can happen of your brain seeing something and being like, I like this, and just like a placebo effect, you know what I mean? I'm a fool for thinking that you can like specially designed beer to, you know, make it taste better. There's not that, you can't do that. I've been fooled. It's probably like a very minor tweak to like adjust its flavor. Maybe it's the same way they do airline food, because you know how airline food typically gets like more salt to compensate for the taste at altitude. I wonder if they're doing something similar for the alcohol. You know what I mean? I mean, regardless of whether or not alcohol is painstakingly made to be enjoyed at a high altitude, or if it's just your run-of-the-mill alcohol, I'm sure both of them taste awesome when you're on vacation. And if you're going on a flight, chances are it's not for, you know, it's not to go to work for most people. It's probably to have a vacation. So that's, you know, hell yeah. This cheese is 1.5 times creamier in English than in French. Oh yeah, look, creme double or triple cream. Who would have guessed, huh? But why is that? Is it like the same thing? It's just what the standard is between those two areas? Is that the deal? I was looking at the thread to see if maybe anyone's like, actually, and someone said they looked into it, and I'm going to take their word for it because I don't even know how I would begin researching this. But supposedly, creme double refers to the ingredient. Meanwhile, triple cream is referring to the final fat content. So, creme double is a cream with a fat content over 30%, which is used to make the cheese. Triple cream refers to 75% fat and dry matter, which is the final fat content of the cheese. I take this with a grain of salt. This could be complete poppycock. Like this could be total baloney, but that sounds like, you know, it makes sense to me. My chorizo is made of salivary glands and lymph nodes. Gross. Ingredients: pork, salivary glands, lymph nodes, and fat. Huh. I mean, when you put it like this, I don't like it at all. I love chorizo normally, but when you tell me, hey dude, how's this chorizo made? Oh yeah, dude, we used pork, salivary glands, and lymph nodes. Oh. You know what I mean? Whatever happened to the phrase meat byproduct, right? It's just like how like on the back of a Slim Jim, it's like mechanically separated chicken. Oh, gross. Man, I just want to enjoy some meat. You could have just said pork. But I guess like, I don't know, in like the context of like food regulation, you probably have to like specify what kind of flesh, you know, like, or yeah, I would assume, you know, you have to be particular. It's just gross to read, you know, and I don't like it. My dishwasher tabs look like a Pokemon evolution. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. What would they be called? Oh, dude. What? You know what I think? And this is my personal thought. I don't think it's 3 evolution forms. I think we have Tabby, which is the one without the red ball, and then Scrub Free, which is the the one with the red ball. And then when you use that's a mega evolution is the final one. That's just a Scrub Free mega evolution with Scrub Freeite, which is it's it's Mega Stone. That's what I think this is. That's my prediction. For the first time, a German study shows rats catching bats from midair. The study showed rats hunting in total darkness, using their whiskers to feel air currents from bat wings. This may be a reason why potentially bat pathogens like coronaviruses and myxoviruses, excuse me, are spilling over to rodents. When we see a rat, I see, okay, yeah, just waiting, feeling for vibrations, and then a caught. Oh my God. And it's dinner. It's done and done. Didn't even need the eyesight. That's just, I mean, we don't need to look at the rest of that. That's just it enjoying its prize. I mean, good for you, man. You did what you had to do, right? The 4-year observational study showed a small colony of 15 rats could hunt around 2,100 bats in one winter. These fat, greedy rodents. That's crazy. So the study itself is interesting. On science.org, there's an article about the study posted really in this year. And what they did, so it was scientists that had staked out this cave, and God, forgive me for how I'm about to pronounce this cave. Is that Sedgeberg or Kalkberg? Which was like 50 kilometers north of Hamburg, okay? And this study was between the years of 2021 and 2024. And that cave is home to thousands of bats. And so the team documented 30 attempts and 13 kills. Rats would be at a platform, which was part of a bat counting device, and would either grab bats mid-flight or shortly after they landed. Which, when it's nighttime, they're effectively, they can't see. It is pitch black. So feeling the air current is fucking incredible. Just their whiskers picking up on those changes in the air because of the bats flapping their wings and being like, yeah, he's here. That's insanity. It's really, really cool, frankly. I mean, like, it means that rats are like a decimator for bats, and it's something that you don't even think about really, right? Until you see it up close and you're like, holy shit, they're a threat to the bat population. That's really, really cool. I found a Trump clock at a discount store today. Dude, they're starting to give up. The talking Trump clock says we will make America great again every hour. Holy shit, dude. No thanks. I'm okay, dude. Gas can sucked in on itself since the last time I used it. Oh, is it like pressure? Is it depressurization? What's going on? I have that same gas can. What an epic piece of shit that thing is. Okay, well, getting gas out of it is a royal pain in the ass. The stiff nozzle that has to be jammed in with the force of 1,000 grizzly bears to get the gas flowing means I just end up spilling gas everywhere. It is the least ergonomic thing ever designed. I haven't used them often, but when I lived at a place where I would have to mow the lawn often and use one of those, they are big pieces of shit. Those smart control gasoline containers, I'm pretty sure that's what this one is. They're pieces of shit. They really do suck. This guy is more than justified on his rant. These are nightmares to have to operate. But what's probably going on is, like I said, temperature changes. So if the last time you used it was during the day or warmer and they dumped some fuel out, the vapor pressure was high and it displaced some of the air inside the piece of shit red gas canister. And now at nighttime, it gets cool. So that gas went to a liquid, the vapor, right? And that you essentially made a little vacuum inside the container and the outside atmosphere squeezed it to equalize everything. It's what happens. 7-Eleven gave me a 1961 German Deutsche Mark. I hope I said that right. Instead of 50 cents change. I mean, that's for you, man. That's for you to take home. That's fun. That's for fun, just for you. Did you really need that extra quarter? Or do you want the Deutsche Mark? I mean, who's really winning, right? Now you have a fun story to tell, yeah, man, this German 7-Eleven, but you're really just in Pasadena, you know? It looks just like a quarter too. I wonder how long that's been around. It's more or less like the same size of a quarter. I think it's pretty cool. Pretty dang cool. This currywurst in Germany is made by Volkswagen. I don't know if I would eat that. I don't know if I would eat Volkswagen engineered, and don't get me wrong, I love Volkswagen. I love the big Volkswagen buses, the hippie buses. I think they're so cool. But I don't know if I would eat your currywurst. Is it good? Are the reviews in? Volkswagen's best-selling item is sausage, so clearly they know what they're doing. I'm being a hater. I have not had the Volkswagen brand of currywurst, so I don't have a leg in the race really. But good for them. If that's their best-selling item, god damn, good for you. A massive ghost sheet placed over a giant Christmas tree for Halloween Day. Oh, dude, that's fucking awesome. I mean, you didn't want to undecorate the Christmas tree. You were like, dude, we are right at the end of the year. Let's just throw a big ghost sheet on it and call it good. I would be careful though. I'm glad that you put the little ghost face on it so that we knew it was a ghost, because this could have gone another way and been really bad for all involved. This could have been a massive a massive faux pas. But now we see the ghost face, we know that it's it's not nothing, out of taste. This is also apparently in Bangkok, Central World Bangkok. They have a tree up super duper early. As we can see, this was apparently in Halloween, which is pretty neat. They're like, dude, we're gonna get this up because it's probably a pain in the ass to assemble. I get it. It is efficient this way. Came across a home in progress in the woods. Probably, okay, what? What witch's hut have we found here? This is nightmarish to me. I don't like this one bit. Not a fan of it, man. It's just spooky looking. Am I wrong? This feels like there's hexes to be found here, man. I don't. Like, it's excellent craftsmanship, you know, fantastic work, but this is like a portal of some kind. You know what I mean? It's scaring the fuck out of me. Horse skeleton costume for Dia de Muertos in Mexico. Oh, that's fire, dude. That looks great. And that bop, 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 like with the trotting, all in perfect lockstep, dude. Fantastic. That's so like intricate and well done. I love that. My husband came home with this giant roll of toilet paper. You know, he's a practical man. The last thing you want to do is be on the toilet and run out of TP, and what now? Now you're gonna be the goofball who's got a shitty butthole? No. But listen, you know what's coming. You could avoid all this trouble. You don't need a giant roll of toilet paper to make sure you're clean. All you need is one small investment. And welcome to the wonderful world of bidets to spray your problems away. I will never not campaign for them. The Igloo Distribution Center in Katy, Texas has a guard shack shaped like a cooler. That's awesome. Hey, they're hiring. You could work in the cooler. If you're feeling froggy, you could work it. You could be the next cooler boy. That's the official position of the guards, cooler boys. Do you want to be one? I bet you do. Lonnie Johnson, inventor of the Super Soaker, awarded, oh my God, $73 million in unpaid royalties 21 years after inventing the Super Soaker. Good for you, dude. Holy shit. You look like a badass posing with it too. That's awesome. Is that your prototype? That's fucking sick, dude. So this was in 2013, so it's not like very recent, but this is still a cool fun fact and still interesting. So Lonnie said he was very pleased with the settlement, but from an article in 2013, it talked about how Hasbro will pay the $73 million, and the agreement settles the dispute that began in 2001 because the company Hasbro had agreed to pay Johnson royalties for two other things. Nerf guns, the N-Strike and Dart Tag brands of Nerf guns. The attorney Leigh Bayer said, in the arbitration, we got everything we asked for. The arbitrator ruled totally in Lonnie's favor, which is awesome. And a background on Johnson, he was a nuclear engineer and he licensed the first Super Soaker in 1989, the same year he founded his company. And then just 2 years later, that Super Soaker generated over $200 million in retail. That dude owns more than 80 patents as of 2013. What a baller. That's awesome. Talk about an inventor, man. SanDisk labels the display SSD unit 0 terabytes. Yeah, it's non-functional. It's just, there's no terabytes on this thing. Don't even think about it. It's not for sale. My landlord got a tape measure to cut lemon bars equally. That's very nice. Why is your landlord hanging out with you like that? Are you cool with your landlord? Are you and your landlord on hangout terms like this? What's going on? That's what I want to know. I mean, I'm happy that he's trying to be very fair about the lemon bar distribution process, but what's going on with this relationship with the landlord? That's what I got to know. It's almost like you know, sibling behavior. You know what I mean? Leaving Doha for Dubai, dude in front of me has 13 bags and a falcon. Oh yeah, he's just hanging out. I think that might. Well, hold on now. 13 bags and a falcon. Now you've got me thinking. You know what I mean? Who is this? Who is this gentleman who has 13 bags and a falcon? Is this anyone of importance? Did we have to buy the falcon a ticket? I don't know. There's a lot of questions I have here. Local Burger King no longer uses pennies for guests paying in cash. The Federal Reserve has stopped making pennies and our local banks are already running out. If you choose to pay in cash, we will round the cost of your meal up or down to the nearest nickel. For example, $10.57 is now $10.55. $10.58 is $10.60. If you choose to pay with a credit or debit card, you'll be charged with the exact price, but otherwise we apologize for any inconvenience, and that's just a consequence of the death of the penny. You know, as we lose the penny, paying with cash becomes complicated, I feel like. And now there's more to think about. You got to use your brain a little bit. Paying with card, nothing changes, which is whatever. But if you're not paying with card and you're paying with cash, it's a whole new thing. It's a whole a rigmarole, you know what I mean? And some old people have a lot of strong words to say about that. Made mac and cheese and got a second cheese. Oh, dude, the boat. Let's make it extra cheesy. Hell yeah, dude. Making eggs this morning and one of the yolks was white. I don't know what that means. I don't like that very much. It lost its color. What? Why? I mean, does that mean it's not as nutrient dense? It's not as, there's not, what's going on? You do not need to hold them up to show us. Yeah, that part was unnecessary, but I appreciate them doing so. My medicine came with a bonus pill, just to make sure you're extra okay. You know, gotta make sure you're taking all of the tablets. Mug had invisible cracks in the glaze that oozed out burning, bubbling coffee residue when I put it in the microwave. Oh, god damn. Well, now you know that mug's broken. Oh, that's a fun mug, too. I'm sorry. That sucks. My neighbor found a table with the inscription 3:30:51, 5:20 p.m., cut off finger. Well, I don't think there's much of a mystery here. We know everything that happened. He cut his finger off at 5:20 p.m.? Yeah, that sounds about right. Rest in peace to his finger. NICU dressed my son up for Halloween. Hell yeah, dude. Little fisherman. That's cute. That's adorable. Ohio couple with the same birthday give birth to twins on their birthday. The whole family has the same birthday. That makes things awfully convenient, doesn't it? Makes the whole birthday process one smooth operation. I love that.